Guys. I've been getting asked these questions, so I wanted to make a video for you guys. Two videos, or maybe possibly more, in the series. First, the FTP, so that's free to play ships. We'll cover the Scepter today. I'll make another video for covering the Boreas, and then another video for trinkets. I think it's really important for people to have a strong tank ship for survivability. So without further ado, let's get into it. For the Scepter, what you want to get for your ship parts, let's just talk about that. Ultimately is the Sea God Blessing for your tank ship. If you can't get that, the second best would be your Sacred Guardian ship parts. All 4 pieces if possible. And then at the least, if you can't even get those, I would go for the Sovereignty. And I believe the Sovereignties, if you do, and you're in a gang, you do your dailies and your weeklies, you should have saved up quite a bit of Sovereigns, 43 ship parts. You can use those. So those are the ship parts from 1st to 3rd in order. Now then, let's get into skill sets. Yep. So your Scepter, if you're looking at the skill sets, the Ironclad defense is the best in slot for this guy, or this specific ship. I'll let you guys read it later on, ship aggro, armor increase, all that good stuff, right? So this is the best in slot. Then you go into the Taunting Mockery, where you focus on getting shields. So every time you have a shield, your aggro increases in your armor and aggro increases. Okay, and then damage repairs take into your healing effects, restoring HP. So that was decent, but these are the 2s I would get, right? So if you're trying to get these 2 shields, these 2 abilities, you can get it through the gang raids when you're in a different season, when you're in season X. You can purchase, I think, like 10 ships. You can make like 10 ships for $20, so that's a really good deal, guys. $20, you make 10 ships. Plus, if you can't use the ships, you can break them down and use the shards to roll out whatever ability you want. Now, let's go into, if you can't even go to that part, that's fine. In your weekly squad raid, sorry, not squad raid. When you do your weekly challenges, you get your tokens, your rogue tokens. So you can use your rogue tokens here, and you can pick up your blueprints. So you'll need about 600, and you can build a ship every week, right? Hopefully you get a legendary ship, and if you do get a legendary ship, hopefully you'll get one of those abilities I mentioned about for your ultimate, right? So your ultimate is Ironclad. It took me a really long time before I got the Ironclad. Before that, I was just rocking the Taunting Mockery. So you can keep building the ships out, like I said, with the squad raids, the $20 for 10 ships weekly once that comes out, or you can use it in the honor token roll. So let's just say you got the legendary ship that you want, plus the ultimate you want. Right, so if you look at here for mine, it is legendary ship. I got the the Ironclad that I want. So that's the ultimate. All right. You want to look for as much aggro generation and defensive abilities as possible for these ships, for the Scepter, because it's going to be a tank. So for me, I really liked Indomitable Will. That's a really good one. You have to get toughened armor, so you get 10% less damage, and then armor adaptation. So this one gives you strategic and cutthroat artillery resistance. So that's really nice to have. So if we look at here, skill list. Oh, and you can roll these out too. So for me, I didn't get what I wanted. Well, I had these two. So this was the weakest ability. So what I did was I rolled it out. So you can replace it by using dazzling crystals. So I'll show you what it does. Well, actually, I'll save it. You click the replace button and it swaps this out to whatever skill set you want. Actually, you know what? Let's do it on a weaker ship so I can show you what that looks like. Let's do it on a Tail Rage. So Abyssal Strike, I really want this, but for example, because this is a purple ship, we'll use a purple coral. The yellow one takes the yellow one, but I'll show you what it looks like. You hit replace, it'll roll out something else. See, right here it says Strike the Abyss. It's all random, but of course this one's better, so you don't have to take it, you can just quit it, and it'll stay the same. So with that being said, guys, you can do that for any one of these abilities. Roll it out, keep it, or don't keep it. Keep rolling it out until you get the one you want. Now, so let's skip over to the skill sets. So the skill set list has a bunch of them out there. Those are the really noticeable ones. Survival adaptation is a good one too, with the old burn stuff. But I like the overall increases, which is aggro increase, armor increase, those type of things, or just damage increase, right? Or damage reduction. It's not biased against what type of damage, except for the, I believe it was armor adaptation, but that one had the higher damage reduction, so that's why I went for that one, versus survival adaptation, which is burning over time. Because my ship setup has Lena, so I'm not too worried and focused about dots. Now, with that being said, a couple of noticeable skills is taunting maneuvers. Increases the ship aggro by 80. I think that's the only one that's really noticeable. Taunting maneuvers, yeah. It's the one that you really have to have noticeable for it. I think that one. Endurance is good. It just really depends on what type of setup you like. But if you take a look at my ship, these are the basic ones that you can hopefully try to get to. All the damages, and that's what you want for abilities. High aggro, high damage reductions, high armor. Those type of abilities will help keep your ship surviving a lot more. So those are the type of skill sets you want to take a look at for a tank. Ability-wise, also your protection order. I really upgraded mine and souped mine up, so I put in really nice heroes to get this level up to the highest possible, so I can do the damage reductions and aggro increases and all that good stuff. You guys can read into that later on your own. So I do high developments for these promotions, also a lot of blessings. I put a lot into focus into tanks. So remember, tanking and survivability is very key. If you can't heal or take damages, you're not going to survive, and therefore you cannot do damage, and then that kills you a lot faster. So with that being said, another tip that I want to show you is enhancing. I didn't know this for a while, but when you go to enhance, you can pick any one of these skills to roll out, even if they're already there. So if I didn't want the skill, I can select it and click enhance. But the thing is, here's this. You have to have another golden ship. Select it, and then one of those random abilities will replace this skill that you chose. It's random, so you're rolling the dice. It's a 33% chance. So if I didn't want Indomitable Will, or if I didn't want Toughened Armor, however, the secondary ship had the ability I want. You can place it in here, roll it out, and hopefully 1 out of 3 you can catch it. So that's what I did for this one. I got really lucky with a secondary yellow ship, and I rolled it out, and then I got Indomitable Will to replace this ability here. However, if you just don't have any skills, or you have the skills you want already, what you can do is still roll it. It'll give you an opportunity to pick the ability you want or not want. If you don't want that ability, don't select that ability. Just say you want to upgrade your ship, but you don't want to swap the abilities. What that will do is enhance your capacity. So you see here I have 25. So I've upgraded this ship about 3 times with another yellow Scepter or legendary Scepter. So keep in mind that's how you can also improve on your Scepter. And this ship is a really good ship for a free-to-play ship to have. So keep in mind, guys, you can get a really decent ship of tank for free-to-play. So that's my guide for the Scepter. I will cover the Boreas and trinkets in a little bit next video. Thanks for watching, guys. Remember to like, subscribe.